Hello, everyone. I am here. Sorry for being a little late. Got out of the shower because I wanted to shower. Before all this, because my friends invited me to the midnight release of the new Zelda game. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really feel like going to a GameStop at midnight, but you gotta do what you gotta do because I don't like GameStop. I think they're a terrible business, but I did get my personal best for my Fire Emblem 1 speedruns while I was complaining about GameStop, so who knows? If I complain about GameStop very hard during this stream, I may actually beat this trial. So who knows? Who knows? Let's continue. From save point. And why is there no audio? There we go, okay. So now there's the audio. Oop, why is it up to 19? Let's put that to 12. Breath of the Wild 2 review win, probably like in 3 months, because now that I have a job, that's probably how long it's going to take me to beat it, to be honest. Alright, so we left off spawning in Lotta Heart. So why don't we talk to Lotta Heart? Because I still need clues to defeat Eenie Meenie, the most evil being in the universe. Look, I'm really dang sorry about today. When I get all fired up about something, it's impossible to stop me. You hurt Maya really badly, Lotta. I don't suppose you could forgive a gal like me. Yeah, I'll forgive you, Lotta, you're cool. I like your hairdo. Well, I guess you did help Maya out too, after all. For real? Yeah, for real. Ah, thank goodness. I'm still, what? Nah, nothing at all. Just talking to myself, you know? Gibberish. Now then, Lotta Heart, at your service. I'll share with you all the dirt I've dug up. Thanks. Hey, don't be all surprised. Tell you what, I'll even give you all this info for free. Lotta not taking money? Now I know that this one's an alien clone. Oh, you're so mean to Lotta Heart, Phoenix. It's so rude. It's so rude. It's so rude. If Maya's not the real murderer, then who do you think is, Lotta? Well, heck, ain't it obvious? It's that occult freak. You mean Eenie Meenie? Well, there ain't anyone else it could be, right? Well, there's the ant. Although I think they're in cahoots. Me, personally, I think they're in cahoots. We'll have to see, because there was a case where two people were in cahoots and Phoenix Wright won, right? There was the pink-haired girl with the titty physics, and then there was the big, tall, purple businessman. I think they both went to jail by the end of that trial. So I don't think it's out of the picture for two people to go to jail at once in Ace Attorney. That granny, you and me, we were all together that whole time. So, Lotta suspects Eenie. Which means that she may have already found out some info about our mysterious Eenie. Well? Are you gonna tell me? You silly... Okay. Nope. Okay. Okay. Profiles. Eenie Meenie. Tell me all about this thing. Heh! That's Eenie Meenie, right? Yeah. I was wondering if you knew anything about this girl. You know? Actually, I did a little checking up on her the other day. Her sister, she's the one that Dr. Gray wanted to call back from the spirit world. Yeah, I heard that as much. I'd also heard that Eenie was the one who introduced Dr. Gray to the Korean village. You don't say. That's one sneaky gal, if you ask me. Hey, you want me to tell you more about her? Yes. Do. Tell me about her car accident so I can go defeat her in a lock contest. Speaking of Eenie, do you have any other information about her? Sure. Well, what is it? Ha ha ha. It'll cost you. And it'll cost you a lot, but you just said you do it for free. Oh, silly me. Here I thought free meant no money necessary. That girl was hospitalized about half a year ago. Hospitalized? But why? Well, heck, you can go find out on your own. Huh? Here, I'll give you the clinic's address. Maybe you can find out something. Maybe? What's that supposed to mean? Well, see, actually, it was gonna be annoying, I reckon, so I didn't actually go there. Ugh. Well, that's the way the gumbo spoils, right? Spoiled gumbo sounds ew. I mean, look, don't blame this on, oh, never mind. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Better go check out this haughty clinic. Oh, you're about to meet a character. Oh, I'm about to meet a character? Am I gonna like her more than Lotta Hart? Now that's the question. Let's go to the Hottie Clinic, I guess. June 21st, Hottie Clinic reception. There's a guy with a broken leg. And there you go. So this is where Eni was hospitalized. Oh, you're... Okay, I'm not gonna like you more than Lotta Hart. I can tell just based on first impressions. I'm reading the book by its cover right now. Yes, a patient you are. Visit a patient? Yes, are you a doctor here? Yes, I'm Dr. Horty. Ho ho ho. Heck, I didn't think I'd be speaking with the director himself. Yes, so what can I help you with? I'd like to ask you a few questions about Miss Eenie Meenie. Miss Meenie? Eenie Meenie? Yes, oh, her. Ah, it's too bad. I'll tell you something. That girl left here a long time ago. Here you are, sir. You know you shouldn't be up and about. Come on, it's back to your room with you. Ah, Sweetums, calm down, calm down. Don't be so harsh to an old man like me. Don't you dare start with that Sweetums thing with me. If you don't behave, you'll get yourself tossed out of this hospital. Wow, I didn't think nurses could be the director. This director forceful towards their boss. Come now, be a good boy and give me the director's white lab coat. Okay, I got it. Yes. Yes, Don't, yes, me. Who in the world are you? I'm Director Hottie, The nurse went off somewhere. Oh, the humanity. Only person I can talk to is this guy. Ugh. Alright. I'm not even going to talk to you. I'm just going to present Eenie Meenie and get this over with. Oh, no. Don't do that with your hands. Don't do that with your hands. And... Okay. 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 Miss Eenie is really cute in this picture. You'd agree, right? Yeah, sure. I wish I could see her again. Maybe next time she has a big accident. Yes, I'll tell her for you. Yes, please. I'll be waiting for her. Yes, waiting. Okay. So what exactly do you treat at this clinic? Yes, we treat all sorts of doctory clinical stuff. Yes. Doctory clinical stuff? Well, I don't actually know or particularly care about the details. Yes. What does that look for? Yes, there's really a big general hospital around the corner. When they can't accommodate everyone, they move some of their patients here. You do surgeries here, right? Yes. We do some plastic surgery here, it seems. It seems? Yes, It seems that way. What do you know about Miss Eenie Meenie? Now you're talking. Yes, that girl. She was transferred from the general hospital. From the general hospital? To here? What kind of surgery did she need? Yes, well, she needed surgery. It was really bad. Really bad. So what kind was it? Yes, well, no. You see, that is something, no, I can't tell you. So you say with a happy smile on your face, Mr. Director. See, there is this thing about how doctors aren't allowed to talk about patient stuff. It's in all those TV shows too, right? You've seen them? Yes, We're never going to get him to unzip these broken zipper teeth of his at this rate. There's got to be something I can show to this old coot. Okay. So... Do you like Steel Samurai? He does not like the Silver Samurai, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Hottie is not a man of the people. He is not a man of taste. What if I showed you a newspaper about people getting in car accidents? Okay, so he doesn't care about this. Okay, he doesn't care about that. Must be a profile. I don't think any of this evidence is of particular attraction to him. Same angle as the bullet. About his photo. He wouldn't care about that. What if I show you this gun and threaten to shoot you if you don't tell me, you bastard? Okay, nope. He doesn't fear getting shot, ladies and gentlemen. What if I show you that after I ask you? Okay, this is just the same old, same old. What if I show you her dead sister? About this person. I feel like somewhere. I've seen her before, I think. Well, does he know? Know about what? Well, when she comes tomorrow for her constellation, I'm sure we can get reacquainted. I don't believe this. Okay. So this guy seems like he'd like hot chicks. A particular patient who claims to be Director Hot. He seems to be extremely healthy. Okay. Do you want to see Lotta Hart? She's pretty hot. Okay. 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 Okay, so... Let's see if we can examine anything about the room. I don't think we have anything that can appease this guy. What about this guy with the broken leg? This patient is undergoing rehabilitation. And look at the strained face twisting in all those ways and oily sweat. His whole body swing back and forth, wobble wobble like he's about to fall. Oh, this is Dr. Hotty's voice. Hey, don't just cut into my monologue. Wait, what? Dr. Hotty is the most powerful being in the universe. He can break the fourth wall. What the hell? Ah, sorry. Yes, most sorry. This guy literally just broke the laws of space-time. I wonder where that doorway down there leads to. Oh, that's the X-ray room. Yes. How do you know what I was thinking? Yes, well, it's because that's the X-ray room, yeah. Is he reading my mind? There's something very peculiar about this guy because I know it's not me. Okay, so this guy's a psychic. That's cool, I guess. This must be the waiting area. It's got the feeling of one, and there are sofas lined up. But I don't see all that many patients. Yes, well, it's the quality, not the quantity that counts, huh? What in the world did that have to do with anything? Examine. This is the clinic's reception desk, but it doesn't look like there's anyone at the counter. Honest the wise this month, word to the wise. Do something in vain, and your only reward is tiredness. Not exactly the best thing to be telling your patients, is it? I guess sometimes it's Phoenix speaking to himself, sometimes his thoughts, I guess. But I don't know, this guy might just be canonically the most powerful being in the universe, you know? Okay, so now that I've examined the X-ray room, can I go there? No, I can only go back to my law office in the Korean village, okay. So let's just, I guess, show him everything we got until he feels like coughing up some information. Okay, he doesn't have any locks on him. Do you care about this guide map to the Fey Manor? Okay, let's go to profiles. You might care about profiles. Do you know about Amy Faye? You know, while we're doing this, I guess I'll talk about some other stuff. I got to a good point in game development today. I think I've said on stream a few times. Oh, she's nice. That look in her eyes. She looks like a queen. She's glaring at me. Her stare is making me choke up tears. I was whipped by her, and it hurt a lot. Oh, wow. I am so jealous. So, did you cry? How did you feel? I cried a little, I think. I can't actually remember. Okay, so... we know you don't care about Lotta. What about the aunt? Okay, so he doesn't care about the aunt. What about your fellow doctor? The aunt. Okay. He doesn't care about that. What if I present you with yourself? Oh, it's me. Yes, my tough hair. It's so nice to show off my smartness. You should try too. My new hairstyle that I invented. That's okay. I'll pass on this one. Alright. I mean, something I have has got to convince this guy because, like, I don't know. Phoenix said there has to be something I can show him. Would you please take a look at this person? Oh, this is a superb example of a woman. I'd like to meet her just one time. Bring her to me tomorrow. She'll get a special attention from me, I promise. Where does he think he is? This is a medical facility. Do I have to bring him a woman? So about this girl. She is, not the best, yes. But she's great for surgery, yes. That's really the only thing I can prescribe for her. What is he talking about? What surgery? What about Pearl? What if I get Pearl to come with me? So about this girl. Isn't she the patient down in room 206? Yes. I'm sure that cute nurse is taking very good care of her. That nurse said the girl has chickenpox, or was it measles, or maybe the flu? Pearls is fine and well, although I feel sorry for the nurse now. It's an evidence, okay. So what the fuck would this guy care about? Eeny meeny. But yeah, I finished the part I would have in a Kickstarter demo. So now I just have to, like... He almost certainly doesn't care about this. So now I just have to get all the graphics and everything done. I can make a demo and get money for a Kickstarter. I'm in talks with a sprite artist right now. What if I give you a girl's outfit? Would that pique your fancy? Okay, what if I give you a toy box? Nope, he doesn't care about that. What if I give you a pot? Because I don't know this guy. I don't know his interests. Oh, I could give him a photo of a woman. Duh. Oh my god, I was stupid for that one. I realized as soon as I clicked the present button, this guy's just talking about women, and I didn't even think to give him my freaking women pictures. Now this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's nice and exciting. What do you think? Does anything grab your attention? There's no mistaking this nice. Yes, I like this picture. Yes. Mind if I borrow it for a while for private research purposes? Oh my god. That's okay. I don't think I should support his research. Oh, come on, Phoenix. We gotta get progress done. Okay. So the pictures, they tickle his fancy. What if I give you a clothes scrap from a woman? Come on, you like women. What if I give you Dr. Gray's autopsy report? Okay, can I talk to him about anything else since I showed him a picture of a woman? Nope. What about the knife? Okay, we're running out of things to show him, so I might have to go back to the Korean village soon. Do you care about these floor plans? Geez, Lada really was useless for sending us here. What if I show him the newspaper about another failed clinic? Okay, he doesn't care about that. We already established he doesn't care about this thing, so I've officially given him all the evidence, and he doesn't give two shits about any of it. So that's interesting. About my attorney badge. What's this? I'm a lawyer. Right now, I'm investigating a murder. Yes. What is with your angry face? Violence isn't the answer. Did I really have to show my attorney badge? I have never had to show that to anyone in my entire life, and you're telling me the attorney badge was the answer? You don't have to show the attorney badge to anyone in Ace Attorney 1. And now we're like a million hours into Ace Attorney 2, and finally I have to show someone this damn thing. Is that right? Well, you know, I think I can let you in on a little secret. What's that? Yes, actually, I'm not the real director. Are you kidding? Anyone with half a fly's brain knew that. Ah, what do you mean? Do I have to explain this to him? Well, hold on. I'll give you something. Real information, okay? I'm actually this clinic, see? I'm this place's walking dictionopedia. You mean walking encyclopedia? Yeah, that. And my specialty is in young, silky smooth, haughty patients. Isn't the badge part of convincing Edgeworth to let you defend him? That could be true. That could be true. Generic username. I don't remember. But that actually makes sense, because it's proof to Edgeworth that you can defend him, blah, blah, blah. This guy has done nothing but obsess about women. And I showed him a picture of a woman, but Phoenix said, no, let's not do that. Like, this guy, I did not get the vibes from him that he would care about my attorney badge in the slightest. It's literally the last thing I tried. He didn't say, I would believe you if you were a lawyer. There's something I don't know about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it. Yeah? How about you keep that kind of information to yourself? Anyway, you want to know about Miss Eeny Meeny, right? Miss Eeny Meeny? That girl, I remember her especially well. Really, especially very well. Okay. Let's get down to business, you and I. Please tell me what you know about Eeny Meeny. Yes, I'll get to that. Trust me, I will. That girl, that's right. She was transferred here from the General Hospital. That was, yes, a year ago. She was one of those emergency cases. What was she ill with? Ill? Nah. She was injured, not ill. With my trained eye, I could see. Yep, I could see it was a huge wound at that. A huge injury? Her whole body was wrapped around in round bandages, and her arm was in a cast. That sounds pretty severe, alright. Yes, it was an accident. The scariest cause, yes. Car? You mean it was a traffic accident? Yep. That's what gave her terrible injuries. I swore it was in the papers, Yes, I looked it up. I did. It was terrible, yes. Dare I even ask what is wrong with this old guy? Okay. Now give me proof so I can go break Eenie Meenie's stupid lock and get on with my life. Just now, you mentioned something about a big operation, You're talking about Miss Enie's operation? Yes, Miss Enie's. That was one heck of an accident. Yes, her whole face was burned like bad toast. It was bad, very bad. Was it really that bad? It was a good thing that Miss Eenie had a picture of a... Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play. Hey, I have an idea. Now, you see, I did watch a Let's Play once of a terrible game series known only as Danganronpa. Trigger Happy Havoc. And in that game, I'm going to spoil Danganronpa. 3, 2, 1, there's your warning. At the end of the game, it's revealed that, like, there are these two twin sisters and whatever, and they're the bad guys, and that at the beginning of the game, they had swapped makeup of themselves for shits and giggles. So what if Eenie Meenie was in the car with, what's her head? Mimi Miney. So Eenie Meenie and Meenie Miney, they're two sisters going together in a car, and you get in a terrible car accident, and that would make sense, because think about it. In the picture, we know it's not Maya. We know it's not Maya because we have the proof that she exited the room because there was the key and everything. And in the picture, it looks like Mimi Miney. So what if her sister died in the car accident, the real Eenie Meenie, and now she set this whole thing up as a plan to avenge her sister, and when they were reconstructing her during surgery, she gave them a picture of her sister, which she would have. Okay, that's my new theory. I don't know how the aunt would tie into it. The aunt might not be involved. I may have been wrong about that. Okay, that is my current bet. That Eenie Meenie and Mimi Meenie swapped places. That's my theory going into the trial. Okay. You can lock it in, because I think the trial's going to start soon, since I think it's going to be over once we go break Eenie Meenie's heart. It was a good thing Miss Eenie had a picture of herself. I heard that, because we know she was completely deformed in the car accident because of this guy. I heard that picture was how they put her face back together. Picture? That girl, see, she had just gotten her license. So she just happened to have a license photo on her. Yes? Oh. So, you see, I got her picture. A way to remember her, yes. Well, more like swiped. Breach of ethics. And if she just got her license, she would have been 16. What? A pretty girl like her? I bet she has lots of pictures of herself. Sure. It's a treasure, my treasure. Precious. What happened to the actual license itself? Who knows? I didn't bother to ask. It probably got burned up along with the car. Yes? Okay. So let's see how well this matches up. Okay, so Enie's photo for her driver's license, Director Hottie's treasured possession. Okay, so they're exactly the same. So that's cool. Now, give me the other piece of evidence, you old dog. So you looked up information on Enie's accident, correct? Yep, sure did. Yes, I read every paper that covered it at the time. What kind of accident was it, do you remember? Yes, hold on. I'll go get it for you. The article, I mean. Huh? You have it? Well, don't get me wrong. I thought something like this might come up, so... Obsessive to the max, but I bet I could learn about how to stay on a lead from this guy. Here we go. Yes. According to this, Miss Eenie was in the passenger seat. The passenger seat, huh? And dozing. Well, so it says. A strong jolt woke her up, and the next minute a sea of fire was all around her. Mazzini fought with the door, finally got it open, and somehow managed to get away. Anywho, you can read all about the details in the article. Yes. Wait, but I already had newspaper clipping too. A new clue. I should probably look this over. It's been half a year since Mazzini had her surgery and got better. She was discharged sometime in December last year. It's already been half a year, huh? Yes, so, how was I? Real help, wasn't I? Yes. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, well, I'll get back to my room then. Tell Mazzini I said hi, okay? Yes. And there he goes. It's time for me to leave, too. Yes, okay. It's definitely time to leave, okay. So it looks like our newspaper 2 was updated with more information. Articles about the car accident. Touch to check the details. May 24th, last night, 2 women's car crashed into a highway center divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming damage and died at the site. Ongoing investigation has revealed that the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Miss Eenie Maney holds interview about the crash. I was, really tired, and I dropped to sleep. Then there I was in the crash, and, I woke up in this huge sea of flames. I was, still half asleep, but I opened the right door and, got out. I, don't remember anything else. If Miss Eenie Miney is to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister, Mimi Miney. Yep, just like I predicted last episode, they were in the same car. Mimi Miney was the nurse at Greg Surgical, where 14 patients were accidentally overdosed to death. Is this just a mere coincidence? Okay. So our old newspaper 2 is updated. So let's head back to the Korean village. Oh my god, shut up. I don't care, Lotta. Hey, so how is it? Did you go to the clinic? Yeah, I found out a few things, I guess. What's the matter? You ain't looking so well. Ah, yeah, so earlier that granny called the cops. Huh? The cops? Why would Morgan call the police? She said she had something to tell them. Things are sure getting interesting. Oh god, the Ace Attorney music is playing. You know what, Lotta? I'll be back for you in a sec. I have something to do. I have someone to talk to. It's time to defeat the evil Eenie Meenie once and for all. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I think I have enough to finally unlock her secret. What's with that scary look on your face? Okay, let's just save the state, because I'm scared of her awesome powers. Even though we know that Dr. Hadi, alleged, is the most powerful being in the universe, Eenie Meenie is still, Goku level, at least. Okay. I had the proof now that you were in a car accident. Traffic accident. Okay. Your sister's accident. Okay, yeah. Okay. It was your accident. I want to ask you about your own car accident. Me, yes. And I have this article right here. Consider yourself defeated. Would you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says, Miss Eenie Meenie holds interview about the crash. Ah! So you suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to a hospital, correct? Wait. What now? That's not me. Huh? I mean, this person has, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Eenie Meenie, is, pretty common. What in the world are you babbling about? Your sister's name, Mimi Miney, is in here, too. Totally wow. What a scary coincidence. I'm totally getting, goosebumps. You think I'm going to let you get away with that? So, now what? Do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized? And here you go. This is your proof. What's that picture supposed to mean? I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at. Haha, so? There was a certain patient there. He's quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say this photo looks quite like you. How many people are in chat right now? Well, there's you, there's generic username, and there's Turnabout Man. And there are 4 viewers, so 3 actually chatting, and 1 just watching. That's creepy. That creepy fake director. Now are you ready to tell me about the accident? Like, wait a sec. Okay, so like, I was in an accident, sure. But that's like, totally not related to this murder. Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct? And the woman who died, who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that accident could be... Now, that looks like pizza dough. Eh, not really. Well, kinda, but like, okay. Now, I could be bold, and if my theory is correct, I could say that Eenie Meenie died in the car accident if my disguise theory is correct, but I'm gonna play it safe. I believe it was your sister, Mimi Miney. Mimi. You were riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when the accident occurred, making it one and the same. Oh, when she stretches it. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. The second lock was surprisingly easy to break. My HP, it's back, thank the Lord. Alright, spill the beans. Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. We were, like, on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. And then, it happened. At the time, I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door. And your sister? I, couldn't do anything. The car is full of smoke. I couldn't see anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Dr. Gray. Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills? Like, he was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to, pay my sister back. I wonder. This does give Eenie a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray. Ha ha ha. It seems simple, doesn't it? What do you mean? But it would be very hard to catch me, actually. I'd say impossible. What? I think you get the picture. I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it. Ha ha ha. Okay. Well, that's fucking ominous. Let's check out the meditation room. Or no, I meant to check out the side room to see if anything had changed. Alright, so she's being all ominous. Alright, side room. Okay, nothing's changed here. Winding away. Let's go check out Lotta Hart now that we've finally got Eenie Meenie to confess the truth. Okay, so Korean village. Hey, wait. Did Lotta leave? I still need to talk to her. Looks like something's up. Stop! Wait, what? Stop! Stop! Leave my mother alone! Ow! Hey! Hold on, okay, pal? I'm not gonna hurt. Pearl! You'll never prove I did it, smiley face. Pearl, Pearl, it is perfectly alright. I will be out for a short while with this young man. Mother, please let me go too. No, you must stay here and protect the manor. But... Aw, don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll show you something cool. Here, look. It's a real pistol. Detective, do not upset me further. Aw, sorry. Yeah, I'm the killer, prove it. Power, yeah, true. Poor Gumshoe, being dragged off in the air like that. Wow. Well, I guess we'll never know what Lotta wanted to say to me since I rushed straight off to talk to Eenie Meenie. Mother. Well, I guess I'll talk to Pearl and that'll be that. If someone in the chat wants to let me know if I missed out on anything funny by not talking to Lotta there, please do. Mother, this has never happened before. Pearls. Mr. Nick! I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad is going to happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick. Say something, right? Anything. So I'm terrible at this. Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya? She'll be alright. I think I've gathered enough evidence. Mystic Maya, she must feel all alone. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her. Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone. That is never funny. Oh, I'm gonna chat ban this guy. Disgraceful behavior. Just kidding. Yeah, but I can't just leave you alone, all alone either. I'll be fine. Please, Mystic Maya needs me by her side. Her stare is really piercing. Okay. Missed out on what Lotta said, but I guess I'll go to the detention center. Cause I like Lotta. She's fun. You kept me waiting? You kept me waiting, Phoenix? Oh, it's the liar. The liar with like 5 locks, Mrs. Liar. Mia. So, how are the preparations? I think I have enough evidence and information now, I think. Everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it's a heavy weight to bear. Yeah, have you beaten Emerald Rogue yet? I beat it on normal difficulty. I'm working on hard right now. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it's a heavy weight to bear. Memory serves. Mia had a few Cyclops of her own. Mia, I'm going to get the last piece of information I need. Sure, I welcome you to try. Come on, Phoenix. We don't have time to be looking at things like this. We need to find out everything we can in the trial tomorrow. The murderer. Mia. Yes. Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean. Well. If it isn't my own teacher lying to my face. Why do you think so? It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets. It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning. Yeah, a battle of wits against Mia. Gulp. There's still a whole slew of questions for you to answer before the trial tomorrow. You mean like how did the real murderer get into the room and kill Dr. Gray? Yes. Also, when did the murderer enter the channeling chamber? You guys were all standing around the front of the room after the channeling started. Which means that the murderer... Yeah, she was probably hiding inside the toy box where Pearl keeps her ball. Which means that the murderer must have gone into the room before channeling. That's what I think in any case. But Maya's already said there wasn't anyone else in there. That's true. But, if we can't figure out the murderer's movements, we're stuck like a benched whale. Korean channeling technique. I thought I'd never see this day. Are you actually asking me about spirit channeling? This case is all about spirit channeling. And I feel like I don't understand a thing about it. Well, that's only natural. After all, spirit channeling isn't exactly an everyday thing, is it? Yeah, I guess you're right. The power to change your physical appearance into the person you're calling was something our ancestor, Mystic Amy Faye, acquired. I've heard that name before. The Faye family was originally a family known for its service to the gods. When Mystic Amy was born, she was given a certain fate through her name. Because, you see, she was named after one of the Buddhas of Buddhism, Amibata. To this day, her soul is still sealed in the Korean sacred urn. Sure it is, yep. Not like anyone broke that, yep. It usually sits in the winding way and has her name written on it. Yeah. Come on, Phoenix. It's just a fairy tale. Are you saying that to me because I was... Are you saying that to me... Are you saying that me being able to see you is just a fairy tale too? Okay. Okay, Mia. Okay, Mia. Mrs. Liar. From Liar Town. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Let's see if you really are my friend. Phoenix. You think I'm hiding information about something from you. Isn't that right? Yes. Alright then. Tell me who you think I'm protecting. Okay. It can't be Maya. Because, like, it can't be. It's probably not freaking Lotta. And Morgan Fay was just arrested, so here's my guess. Morgan Fay, of course. There's no one else you would protect like this, Mia. Okay, one knockdown. Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else, which means that she already has an alibi. That's true. Show me evidence that would cast suspicion onto my aunt. Okay. The key? No, Maya had the key. It's the doctor, obviously. So true. It's Dr. Hottie. Okay. Evidence that would cast suspicion onto the aunt. I should have something for this. It's not the news clip. It's probably not the key, since May had that on her. Okay. I'm gonna guess the shirt. I think, nope. Okay. Don't take this lightly. Maya's life is on the line. Mia's really serious. Now, I'm going to ask you one more time. While the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else, which means she already has an alibi. That's true. Show me some evidence that would cast suspicion onto my aunt. Okay. She was alone, but I don't have any evidence that indicates that she was alone. Like, knife. Okay. Murder weapon was Gray's. 2 shots fired. Bayes May and Gray's fingerprints. Murder weapon. Okay, so I don't think it's a knife or the gun. Could be the key. Yep, it was the key. My evidence is this black key. At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key. And yet, somehow, it was magically ended up in the incinerator in the center of the garden. You're right. There is only one person who could have done that while I was busy calling the police. The person taken care of? Maya Morgan. What's that look mean? Your argument is too flimsy. Huh? When did the key find its way into the incinerator? It could have happened long after the murder happened. Long after? Someone could have found the key somewhere and dumped it into the incinerator. But that prosecutor would use something this small to shred your case. Do you have something other than just this key to cast suspicion on Morgan? No! I don't! Pearl's ball. This? Okay. Okay, so it wasn't the thing. I was gonna say she could move it. Okay. There's May's... Oh, there's May's outfit. Of course, the clothes scrap. This is the other piece of evidence that points to Morgan as the culprit. I also found this in the garden incinerator. It's the same material as Maya's costume, except for the splotch of blood. But this piece may not even be from Maya's costume. But this is what Maya told me. Oh no, I missed the good doctor. Oh yeah, dude, I've been seeing clips of that. You're talking about Dr. Hottie, obviously. I know what you're talking about, but... frickin' that show... Been seeing clips of that on Twitter for the past few days, and you know what? As far as autistic representation in media, I think I'll just stick to Lysithea for the time being. That's my case on that. Alright, drink some water. While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve. And both the key and this piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Which means that this piece of cloth was part of Maya's costume. But when was Maya arrested, she was wearing her costume. That just means someone changed her clothes. Changed her clothes? But why? I don't know why. But there's only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya. My aunt. You did very well, Phoenix. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However, like I said at the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah, she was with us the whole time. Here's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me. But I want to know, if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder? How she did it, huh? I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need? The box! No idea. Just throwing things out there now. And you were so close too, Phoenix. Yeah. There's no way my aunt could have done it herself. So, thinking logically, where does that leave you? Should be easy for you to figure that out. So, unintentional double whammy of topical humor. Come on, Phoenix. Think. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need? She needed... Eeny meeny! Eeny meeny. She's the answer to the final question. Which means that my aunt and Eeny meeny were in cahoots. Okay. I said that earlier in the stream. I think they're in cahoots. Yeah. Honestly, on the topic of that particular type of representation, I don't know, something's been pissing me off for the past few days. Like, people do stimulants with Fiji and stuff, and I happen to use my hair for it. And my mother gets mad at me whenever I do it, even though it's been like 21 years, 22 in 6 days. And it's just very annoying. Like, I was just doing it earlier, and she did a big sigh at me, like, oh, even though she knows that I am that. And at Costco the other day, I was there. Actually, no, I shouldn't be saying this over a stream. This is something no normal person could carry out. The person who would have to know a lot about me, about the Fey Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already has an alibi. Yes, which is why we can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Eeny Meeny is involved somehow. But we have one big problem on our hands. A problem? With what? We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to? Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Eeny. Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh? Then there's only one possibility. Huh? Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion? Because... Mother. She is the one who holds the key to this. Mother? Whose? Mine? Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Fey. Mia and Maya's mother? Why would she bring her up now? Now then. Looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then. Right, Chief. We won't lose. To be continued. Alright. The big trial, everyone. The big trial. Uh-huh. Alrighty. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18, just like me? Yeah, why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time by herself, and she's all grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Good morning! The two of you look like you're doing well today. Haha. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us? Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later, then. I'll leave you two alone. Phew, thank goodness. Nick? This way Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. Well, what do you mean? What's going on? Alright, June 22nd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Let's ace attorney this Phoenix right. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start this already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool, wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I am the prodigy who has never lost a case since the beginning of a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eye are on me, as I conduct first trial in this country. Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Go. So is no one else in the courtroom just gonna acknowledge the fact that the girl who got murdered in the last game is standing right there? No one's gonna acknowledge that? Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, is not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? People die when they're killed. How could it be the same person? I mean, the judge got showed proof of channeling literally yesterday. But Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? I am saying that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that this is when she dropped the key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia, she seems really torn by this. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit medium in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit-severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit-severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world, that is. Yes, that is... You, be quiet. Now witness. Something happened while you were performing the technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? And here we have come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Order, order, order. Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante in this trial. Yeah, they upped the ante because your aunt's here. Oh, pun. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped the room. Wouldn't we have seen that, though, because we were out there? With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct fair falsities when they arise. That's right. She's simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. Alright, let's get this party started. I've been waiting to take this lady down for a long time. I don't like her. I don't like her attitude. And you know what, ladies and gents? She's going down, because I'm about to show her facts and evidence that would destroy her instantly. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door and opened the chamber. Let's press, because that's what we do. Just now you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lana's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not. This time on 5 points kills the woman. Nah. Well, maybe. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. I could already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. Oh boy. No, not one of those rallies. Anything but that. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Fey? I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as to call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Question further. Yep, we need to know. There was another reason you both wanted us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and the camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fey. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her, and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Now, are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fey, please continue. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It's very painful for me to say this, however. The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? Question further. We always got a question further. So, you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she? This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what's expected thing once, there's always later. Yes, very well. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in a pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped the room. Prove it. Prove it, you sly mother trucker. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix, right? What about this picture? Remember, at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, with great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. Wouldn't you have a wound? Or a bruise? Show it. You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps. And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy witness, elaborate on that point for us. Oh no, you're coming up on the worst case ever made. Yeah, I've heard from Big Gnome that Turnabout Big Top is an experience. We'll have to see. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? Prove you're unconscious? So while you're unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Ooh, that's a good point. Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? This means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma's ready to move on to her next witness. Okay, so I couldn't present any evidence to defeat her, so I think we're going to have to move on to owning and poning Eeny Meeny. From what I can tell, there's nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes, that is exactly what we should be. Be quiet, you will. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? Who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Eeny Meeny, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eeny Meeny? I think you can see where this is headed. Okay, next witness. So we did not get to own the auntie with facts and logic as I had hoped. Her lies were too powerful. But Eeny Meeny, it made us a dare, ladies and gentlemen. She made us a dare. She said, pics or it didn't happen. She said, I did the murder. Tee-hee, prove it, bitch. And you know what? We shall. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is, Eeny Meeny. I'm, researching, parapsychology stuff at the, university. What is parapsychology? Let's see. It's I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. Then I suggest you go home and do your research yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Meeny. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. If that is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir! For the love of all things good, Your Honor, Have us some spine for my sake. After the murder. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room. I already can tell I'm gonna have to use this, thing that has a bullet hole in it. 8 inches off the ground to prove that she was actually in the thing. Like, a little later, someone came into the room really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister! I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible. Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister. Don't you mean the defendant, Mayafei? Really now, your honor. Mayafei was still in the middle of channeling at that time. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of the witness's sister? Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness? Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like... Do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss Meany, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Amy? I love the second game. Just for how Francesca has the court on leash. Yeah, it's interesting that the judge, the man of the law, the man who dictates how the law is applied, it just lets himself get whipped. He's a very fun fella. Love you, Judge. Love you. Kisses. She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There. Are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go as far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find the one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish trouble. I wonder if you'll make this more interesting than the last. Let's do our presses and then present some evidence. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it? Like, that's right. I, like, think there were sesame seeds, like, in the lunch they served me that day. I had this, like, premonition that it was going to be a seedy day. Yes, indeed. I see. Am I the only one who missed the boat here? Anyway, so you were taking a little nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping? Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. Oh, no, I wanted to press that. Do you know the time? Like, maybe a little before 11 a.m.? Something like that, I think. 11 a.m.? Yeah, like, my stomach is totally ready for, like, food. No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking about what time it is now. I meant, what time it was when that someone came into your room. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? Never mind. Witness about this person who entered the side room. And it was like, oh my god, totally my sister. Are you absolutely sure? I guess. You guess? Was it you? Was it, or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. More than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright, the defense rests. God, is she really going to abuse her feigned stupidity to not have to answer any of my presses? Well, that was a colossal waste of time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Meanie Miney? I hadn't seen her in so long. I was so happy, in a sad way. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one again? But maybe if I was someone who didn't know about the occult, but I know all about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is that the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? Let's question further, why not? We have no other leads right now. So I really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter. No. There wasn't any reason for me to. I didn't think anything was strange. But, don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase, objection. Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright? This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important? Yeah, let's keep going. No point not, really. It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright. Mr. Wright, Miss Meanie, please amend your testimony. Okay, I'm totally cool with that. Oh, her costume looked totally normal. That's interesting that you brought that up, since it's all bloody. That was a very well-spun lie, Miss Meanie. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Meanie, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Yeah, and? But I don't really think you thought that at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone like this appeared before you. The blood spray. Miss Miney? Why did you not include that you saw blood in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted that right off the bat. Order, Miss Meanie. What is the meaning of this? Miss Miney? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. That. And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, that witness. Her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself down, witness. I'm sorry, I, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. After the murder part 2. Like, the side room was, like, kind of dark, you know? So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Like, thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. After the murder, part 2. Okay. I was in there, that shit wasn't dark at all. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. Like, that's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Meany's? You are such a hopeless cause of witness, you may feel free to ignore this straight little man. Like, okay. Ugh. Can't breathe. Let me out of here. Alright. You didn't see the blood? Like, yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at the time as well. That's, Are you going to tell me that you didn't notice the gun either? I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face. Continue. And I, like, persuaded my sister that, like, it wasn't right to do something like that. And what was your sister, Miss Meany Miny, like at the time? Well, she was, like, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, like, she knew she, like, said she did something really bad. And, like, she said she wanted to go with me to, like, apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Miss Mimi Spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Okay. We're getting close to the bottom of this. We just gotta untangle this lie one piece of evidence at a time. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As soon as the better. She says, with her whip at the ready. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, what do you mean? When you... We're in the side room, I think. I'm talking about when you were in the side room, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. What should I do? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. Just give up already, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wonder if I put too much faith in Amy's ability to do anything with that brain. No good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes the testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot. Doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. Okay. Okay, let's go to the end. Okay, let's go to the end and press again and try a different option. And one of the options ought to lead us to a story progression, and if not, we will have to actually present evidence. In a different way, though. So let's see. Okay, skip all this. Okay. So let's try arrived at the crime scene. That seems like the second most likely option. I'm talking about when you arrived at the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. What should I do? Let's press harder. Think harder. Okay, yep, this is the same, so it must have been on the way to the channeling chamber then, which means my last guess is going to be biting that bear like a rabid dog. Hey. I mean, people in the chat earlier said it looked like pizza dough, so who knows? Maybe it tastes like pizza. You never know, right? Okay. So let's give this one more shot, and if not, we will have to present evidence. We're just testing all of our avenues first. Okay, da-da-da. We're going to the crime scene. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? Okay. So I know I'm on the right track now. I ask because it is very important. I just have to present the right piece of evidence. Now that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Maney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. That's not true. You did see someone on the way to the channeling chamber. Because it was Pearl. Because Pearl, we know Pearl, was playing with her ball. Because she said that in the last stream. There we go. We caught her dead in her tracks. Try to remember that time. Oh, like, I remember. I remember, like, I totally didn't see anyone on the way. I guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end, Phoenix. No good. Can't find anything wrong. Phoenix. Okay. The person you saw on the way to the channeling chamber was the one, the only, Pearl. You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible. Like, what do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. The garden? Yup. Which means anyone walking through the area would have to have seen her. So, Miss Meany, what do you have to say to that? Oh my god, what the hell? Did you see what she just did to that hat? Nar. As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous! It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. What sort of foolish? There's no way someone walking along the winding way couldn't have noticed Pearl. Because of the sacred urn. This urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot? What is this going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it, that's why. She broke the urn? Yow! Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? This urn was broken around the time of the channeling. This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. Ah. And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? Uh-oh. Someone's testimony's wrong, Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at that time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Grrr. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Meany. You are a masterful liar. Ah! Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Meany, tell us the truth. About what? Pearl saves the day. Yep, the little alien girl did it. By breaking pottery, she has truly salvaged my legal career. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. Is this witness just testified about that? That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There is no way. Your lies end here. Well, what do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there is clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where's the contradiction? Mia, tips, now. I may have overreached this on this one. Is there really a contradiction somewhere? Don't worry. You're on the right path, Phoenix. It might be a little hard for you to see the contradiction, but it's there. So, just this once, do you want me to help you out? Yeah, okay, tell me. Please, I need your help right now. Hold on, first. Calm down, Phoenix. Good. That girl, she slipped up with her words. Her words? If she really was in the side room the entire time, then she just testified about something she shouldn't have any knowledge of. And what is that? The rest is for you to figure out on your own. Okay, so her testimony was wrong, and I need to figure out why. Okay, time to add another bluff to the pile. The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there is clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? It's in her testimony. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Meany, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that have? Oh, God, she just actually opened her eyes for the first time. It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I concede that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Meany, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. However, you didn't go there by the way of the winding way. Quah! Oh, she's breaking. But, look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I ask this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Meany, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah, the only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eeny Meeny. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? In the channeling chamber. Miss Meany was here, of course. Well, what? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Mrs. Meany was at the scene of the crime. Alright, and now I have to show the box with the bullet hole in it, and that's my case. Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the channeling chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Eeny Meeny was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Where was she hiding? In the box. Miss Miney was hiding here. Ow! If you're going to tell a joke, at least make it one I'll laugh at. Okay. Hi, go home, boy. And look up. Oh my god. Would you look at that? Open eyes. There it is. She actually has eyeballs. Huh. And would you look at that? A shocking resemblance to someone we know. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember at the start of the stream, I said that my theory going into the trial is that this is a whole Danganronpa situation we got going on here. You know, we're in Danganronpa. Junko switched places with her sister, blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking Eenie Meenie, God rest her soul, died in the car accident, and now Mimi Miney takes revenge, and she had the hospital reconstruct her face to look like her sister as an elaborate attempt to do this. I said that at the start of the stream. I'm holding by it. It's true. Looks like I'm going to have to one-up her. Yeah, count on it. Phoenix, you can't lose your cool like this, and grow up. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Chief. You still haven't learned your lesson, have you, Mr. Phoenix Fight? Where was she hiding? Behind the curtain, I guess. I don't know, that's the only other option. Here, of course. Behind the folding screen? Ah, don't make me say this again, recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind the folding screen. See, you stupid jerk? Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball. Now, Miss Miney. One so young as you shouldn't be saying. Shut it, Gramps, as if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. Okay, now I present the box. Miss Miney, how you were able to hide at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Ah, that tiny little box. No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that closing box was in the side of the room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright? Do you think you can prove the clothing box was there at the time? Yes, I can with some evidence. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. The folding screen, because it also has a hole. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid, as if there's any source of evidence in that old thing. What on earth? I'm on a roll. I'm getting evidence quickly today. I don't even gotta think. I've already learned what I need to do ahead of time because I thought about it. Yes. Precognition. I'm hitting that evidence instantly. I don't even gotta think. I don't have time for you to hurry. Surprise, hurry up and say it already. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Whoever heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and into the box. I wish real court was this entertaining. I watch those court shows sometimes. Well, no. No, I'm not talking about Judge Judy. I'm talking about, like... no, I guess there was that, Supreme Court guy that was on the news for a while. I think his name was Brett Kavanaugh. A lot of people accused him of, like, inappropriately sexing ladies. And during his trial, it was just a bunch of old, boring people not really doing anything. And he said he likes beers for some reason. I'm a good college boy. I like beers. It didn't have young, energetic men pointing fingers at each other. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what our American legal system needs. Because this is exciting. Miss Meanie, you are hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah! Order! So, what are you saying? Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Meenie? That is exactly what I am saying. Miss Eenie, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No! Stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea is that the witness moves the closing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant and killed the victim, and filed at the scene of the crime? It's not possible for one person to do that. Correct, it's not possible. That's why the aunt helped her, obviously. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, this foolish received no mercy? Wait, Miss Von Karma? You said it was not possible for one person, correct? You can't be serious. That poor hat, it didn't deserve this. Miss Meany? You had an accomplice. Morgan Fay. Grr, this person. If it wasn't someone from the Korean village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the May Fay household, you wouldn't have had that box to use. Morgan Fay? Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say for this, Miss Meany? Grr, grr. You shot Dr. Gray with your own two hands? Do you deny it? Okay. Okay, looks like we cracked the code. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fay with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Bang. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... bang! After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room. Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear, which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Click. Miss Meany, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. Click. And pretended to be Maya Fay. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fay chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Ooh, we got him good. They can't come back from this, ladies and gents. They can't come back from this. Ha. Ah ha 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 ha. I like that CG of Dr. Gray's testimony. Yeah, that was good. You know, for these cases, they just use the same thing over and over and over again. Like, for when we were doing her first testimony, it was just that thing of her in the bed. And then they used that like 3 different times for 3 different presses. So I'm surprised they actually made a CG just for like one little scene they're going to have there. Because I don't think that's going to be relevant again. Because we've already established that, you know, that's how high it is. So, you know what? That was cool. Yeah, that was good. I liked that. Who is that laughing at a time like this? Heck. Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma. Surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright? Your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is? If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this... Oh, wrong voice. Why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with the medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Well, duh, she's the sister. Well, that's, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eeny want to kill Dr. Gray? What is that? Okay, so you are brain dead. You're stupid. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say, too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a... We've already established this. Everyone in this court is stupid except for me. A motive, that's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is... Yeah, your sister's dead, idiot. Ha! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she has been calling you by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes! Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say that I want to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm, going to explain, so, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead self. However, you see, ouch. Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Judge, I just explained all that shit to you, and after she said she has no motive, even though she literally has one, her sister's dead. Judge, this is open and cut. Judge, this is open and shut. You can't do this to me. You can't be this stupid. You can't be this stupid. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive. Judge, no. Judge, you can't do this to me. Judge, no. Judge, you can't do this to me. You can't be this stupid. It's literally oh, it's been 6 months. I guess I don't have a motive. Revenge plans can take years. The revenge of the Sith. Senator Palpatine. He, overly complicated, he took over the entire Senate through democratic process. There was a guy called Jar Jar there. He was a factor. You're calling this overly complicated when this is, as simple as it gets when it comes to revenge. Judge, no. Judge, no. You can't do this to me. Oh, my God. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive. Oh my god. You're stupid. You're stupid. Quit your job. You're stupid. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly divisive piece of evidence to demonstrate your point. Tisk, tisk, tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. What happened? I thought I had her for sure. Hee. He is actually smart. He knows you don't have a whip, and Francesca does. So true. I mean, I have a gun. It's in the evidence. So I could just shoot him. Hey. So, that's what I, told you. Shouldn't she just be charged for obstruction of justice anyway? We've caught her in, 5 fucking lies at this point. I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie. Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eeny Meeny. Your Honor, please allow the defense 1 more minute. All right. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. How's the mental breakdown going? I'm just so confused by how stupid this judge is. It's literally the most simple revenge motive imaginable. And yet his acorn-sized brain is too small to grasp it. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Meany had a motive, then why did she kill the victim this way? Can you provide the reason? Can I? Can I really do this? Hell yeah, dude. I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will substantiate the fact that Miss Meiny had a motive. Ha ha ha, too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Eek. Interesting. Big head could also mean thick skull, so true. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Haha. Von Kamm only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me, I will blow you out of my way. No way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We'll continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a sec here. Okay. I thought that was it. Thought we were good. We weren't good. But I'm going to keep going even though it's almost 9 because, hey, I got nothing to do between now and Zelda. I got all my plans done for the day. Already. June 22nd, 12:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant, Lobby number 3. Is it really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Eney could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan. That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt? Everything is going to be just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, you're here. Okay. Miss Von Karma. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Looking down on me, even though we're the same age? Are you done yet? You've caused me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get real close to my microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a typo in the chat. You've caused. Should have been you've caused. We have a typo in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever localized this game, the hounds are on their way. Better start running. Alright. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring you your father back. Humph. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then, we'll know who the real winner is. Very true. Yep, I should just win the case by default. Spelling mistake, and we have a set motive. Come on now. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you provide Miss Eney Meany had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Eney Meany and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Meany, please testify to the court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Miss Meany, if you please. Okay. I totally don't think it'll do anything good, but... Last year's accident. That was, last year. This reminds me of the time I played a Via and absolutely ripe with bad grammar. I mean, when we played Garon Quest on the channel, I don't even think Garon Quest is done, by the way. It's been a year and they haven't added the final chapter. So, I don't know, Garon Quest was still fun. I'm glad I played up to the Hanoka chapter. I will finish Garon Quest if they finish it. They gotta finish the game. I don't think they would. I haven't actually checked the Game Banana page, but my boy Farron would have kept me updated on that. So I'm just gonna assume they haven't updated it. That was last year in May. like, something really bad happened at, like, my sister's clinic around then, and, like, the night of the accident, my sister was totally tired when she was driving. I was, like, totally pooped too, so I, like, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and I, like, it was a sea of flames around me. I still think my theory that they switched places is going to be correct. I still think my theory is going to be correct, where that is actually Meeny Miny. Not Eeny Miny, Mimi Miny. They switched places. I have it locked in my brain. It's locked. I'm right. I know I'm right. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk of the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip. Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Miney's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. Last year's accident. That was like last year in May. Do I really need to press her about this? Probably not, but it's good to press everything. You never know, right? Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, like, that was in May too. Like, a thing with all the patients dying was like May 2nd, and like, our accident was like on the 24th. 2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's just a coincidence? My sis was like totally tired, so that's why, duh. Like, something really bad happened at like my sister's clinic around then. Press everything. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of this? What was the cause of the mistake? I need to finish the 3rd game. This is hyping me up and my brain is too tired. Yeah. I mean, believe me, I played the 1st game in this series when I was in, like, either my junior or my sophomore year of high school. Now I'm a senior in college. So there was a big intermission between me playing the 1st and 2nd game in this series, let me tell ya. So, you know, who knows when I'll play the 3rd game. Like, I heard it was because the medicines, like, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Miney? Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis. That incident has nothing to do with Amade here. I've already played all these, but I need something to do until Tears of the Kingdom launches. Yeah. And streams are fun, you know, you have my jokes, you have my chicanery, you have my streamer's personality where I stream and I cry and I have mental breakdowns about judges. God, if you want good mental breakdowns, I should probably do an Iron Man again soon, but the thing is I don't really fucking feel like doing a Fire Emblem Iron Man. Currently, it's just not in my to-do list right now, so. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault. Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Miney is the one who made the mistake. Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. Are there any plans to stream Mega Man 5 sometimes? Yes, except, you see, Mega Man 5, this is embarrassing. It's where my knowledge ends. I'm a big Mega Man fan. I love Mega Man X. I love Mega Man 0 on the Game Boy Advance. I love Mega Man's 1 through 4. But here's the thing. I never beat Mega Man 5. Ooh, the pain. Ooh, the hurt. I have not completed all of the original series. Beyond 4, I have yet to show up. So a stream for that might be very painful since I don't already have the game in my mind like I did with Mega Man 1 through 4. So beating it would be a process. Because those games are very hard, and it helps already if you have the games in your mind. But, like, it really wasn't my sis. And, like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? Let's press harder, no point in not doing that. So then why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I mean, switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True, true. Ah, but like, I don't like have a driver's. Oh, fake, 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 fake in the chat, fake in the chat, fake in the chat. Oh, 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 my legal prowess. Oh, I'm so powerful. I can see through your lies. Like Neo sees through the Matrix. I'm gonna lie with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never seen the Matrix. There have been a lot of idiots on Twitter seeing about how they see through the Matrix whenever they their actions have consequences. But I don't know. I've never seen the Matrix. That is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Meanie. Miss Meanie, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, anyway. I was like totally pooped, so I like fell asleep in the passenger seat. Okay. I like woke up too because of a jolt and like, but where? Okay, but where are you saying? Okay, yep. And here we go. Miss Meanie, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Meanie? That's right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I see through the Matrix, which tries to tell us that Gordon and Walt have replacement units. True. But I didn't get it until after the accident. Lies. Fake. Nope, you had it at the hospital. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him, said so. What are you talking about? That perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did you know he was no one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? This accident happened last May. Is that half a year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Well, what in the... That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Meanie did not have a driver's license. Urgh. How? Cry, and my VIP will accommodate. Anyway, without a license, the witness and his sister could not have switched drivers. I'm, like, glad you get it, but... Like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would have, like, let me drive. Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip and the pain, how. Miss Meanie, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because... I think the situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Meanie, if you please. Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. Okay. More of this. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... Okay, so now I gotta know something about cars? I don't know shit about cars. Maybe I should call up my friend who I'm going to the Zelda release with tonight. He worked at a car and parts store for, like, all throughout high school and all throughout college, but then recently got an internship for AI driving, which is still tangentially related to cars. Shit, if he was playing this game, he'd win instantly. Like, around that time, I was really close to getting my license. So, what do you mean by really close? Like, I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called. Permit? Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is. Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Ignorance is to be vipped. What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, like, may I continue? My sis was like this totally big fan of cars and like really valued them. Now that I think about it, how long has Director Hottie been in the hospital? Maybe he's a permanent patient for being mentally insane. She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Well, like, she'd flip out at like a drop of rain, and like, she would notice if someone like touched the car with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking a car out onto the garage ever? Why did she take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car. Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, you're asking something more significant, alright? Well, Miss Money, what kind of car was it? She, like, had just gotten a really shiny bright red sports car. Okay, let's go. It was a new car. Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. The UK? I feel like Eenie Meenie and Hilary Banks from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air would be great friends. If you've ever seen The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, her, Eenie Meenie, and Hilary Banks are just pretty much the exact same person, except Hilary isn't secretly evil. That's the one difference. The UK? Was that her boyfriend's initials? And it was a really special... I like how no one just acknowledged him there, because that was just a dumb question. And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. Why does he say UK in air quotes? I don't know. Maybe he means Uncle Cranpa, and that's her boyfriend's initials. But I really don't know anything about cars. I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor? Yes? Please append what the witness has just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special car from overseas? Yes. Sigh. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. But to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. This new car was like a totally special model from England. Okay, chat. How did the judge get a law degree? Because to get a law degree, to become a lawyer, yeah, no. To become a judge, you have to be a lawyer for a few years, and then you eventually get elected into the seat of judge by doing blah 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 so and so. But you still need to pass the bar exam to do all that. And I'm just sitting here, and I'm thinking, man, this dude's a fucking dumbass. How do you ever pass the bar exam? How did he get elected to be a judge? How? In what world? I yelled, hold it, pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Ask the heck out of it. So yes. What am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, huh? They're expensive. And their driver's seats is the opposite. Wait. The car, being from the UK, is important. No, my brain. The gears are turning. Okay, that's right. So this game takes place in the US, technically in this localization. And here, we have our driver's seats on the left side of the car. The left side of the car. And Eenie Meenie, in her testimony, said she got out on the right side, which means that she was driving the car. She was driving the car. Hold on. Okay, let's go to the part where Eenie Meenie's interviewed. Okay, blah, blah, blah. And I woke up, and I was, like, half asleep, and I opened the... Oh, we got her. We got Eenie Meenie. They're expensive, and their driver's seats are on the opposite of our cars here in the United States. If it would seem there is no benefit to owning one. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? You, what do you know? That sleek shape. Okay, yep. So she is really eeny meeny. Otherwise, she wouldn't have freaked out about cars just now. No, 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 no. Okay, chat. You were probably holding it in from the start. You were probably squealing like, "Oh, he's so right. He's so right." But I can't tell him. But I knew with my psychic vision that I was right all along. Her personality really changes at the drop of a hat. Because she said that Meanie Meanie loves cars, but she just freaked out about cars, even though in her Eeny Meanie personality, she said she didn't care about cars. Ooh. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. She would say things like, "No way am I letting a noob drive my car." Okay. I'm going to try to present the newspaper. There we go. All right, Miss Meanie, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat, left or right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side. That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Ha ha ha! What do you mean by this? Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Ah! Order! Order in the court! Order! Order! Ah! Mr. Phoenix Wright is babbling nonsense again. Innie said the person who was driving her older sister, Mimi Miney. That is what Innie said, yes. But that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you've... Innie brought down to the British people. Ah, the British have done it again. The Brits have once again done it. It looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Innie or Mimi, who's really driving? It was... Okay, so if my theory's right, Mimi would be driving, but my theory might not be right, so my heart, my soul, my being says that we are actually secretly talking to Mimi Miney right now. But I'm going to say Eeny Miney and see what happens. And the answer is Eeny Miney, of course. Why? Why would you say that? Miss Eeny Miney just said so herself in her testimony. She said that she escaped the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was. How? I'm inclined to feel sorry for you, the foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At that time, Miss Eeny Miney has not yet received her driver's license. And that is why the accident happened. Hold it, Phoenix. Looks like you still don't see the real truth behind... Oh, I'm so right. 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 Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say? I'm so right. I'm so right. I'm so right. I'm so right. All right, one more time. Oh, I was so right all along. Mimi Miney. After all that, that makes the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Eeny Miney, was in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. Oh, I was so right. I was so right. I was so right. I was so right. I was so... Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you may bask in my glory. My glorious glory from Glory Town. I was right all along. I predicted this shit 2 hours ago. I was right all along. Who is the person standing on the witness stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I was right all along. I was right all along. I'll tell you what her name really is. The witness's real name is... You the murderer, bitch. This is a good case. Mimi Miney. That is your real name. Of all the foolish dribble. Then, how do you explain her appearance? When she was admitted into the hospital, this witness was suffering severe facial burns. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, they used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery. This is the picture she gave to the doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. No! But Mimi Miney, she just died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then, the bodies they found at the crash site. That was the body of the real Eenie Meenie. Damn, Rip. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? Oh, I was right all along. I was right all along. That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eenie Meenie. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? Huh? What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the car crash, Mimi Miney. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Miney... Why does it sort of look like a Tesla? I don't know, Teslas crash all the time though, so it's accurate. Because Mimi Miney was still in fact alive. And that fact would have discovered the channeling... And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So, this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray. Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And, in that moment, his fate was sealed. Whoa. Well, Miss Eenie? I mean, Miss Von Karma? Yeah. Why don't you just say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? Oh, I was right all along. That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor. He got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted herself to disappear because of this. Because of her bad reputation after the accident. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. This mistake was caused by the nurse. The nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right. The person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident, her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. This was a good case. I liked this case. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of the channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Eenie has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it. I hate it all. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here. Why did you set a murderous revenge plot into motion? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help you with the plan? Regardless, I believe the one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Francesca Von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss Von Karma. How about you? Won't you be solving a case like this, IRL? I don't know, someday. It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Yeah. Ow! Stop it! That's so rude! No! And one more for good measure. Ow, this is illegal! Phoenix, hang in there, Phoenix! This court is a fraud, a sham! Now then, looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness, so I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty! And there we have it. The day is saved. Mia Fey's won the court case. That is all. This court is adjourned. Shouldn't Von Karma, like, go to jail now, though? For killing me? Congratulations, Maya. Sis? Nah. How precious. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. Okay, so we're gonna have to take the aunt down in another case. Because this is unresolved. Morgan Fey, Chet, she's still gotta go down. She gotta go downtown to Donkey Kong Town, and we gotta take her there. Probably in another case where she will once again try to kill Mia and take her place. No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. Circus animals have been treated better than Phoenix. So true. Phoenix didn't deserve this bad rap. He didn't deserve none of this. Okay. Okay. That was, okay, sorry, I lost my focus for a second. Regaining focus. There we go, okay. Oh, no, okay, read words. Okay, here we go, okay. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. Okay, I regained my focus. There's still one thing I don't get quite yet. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimimani had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then, you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks! Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know, but I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. Well, there's a third Ace Attorney game, so tough shit. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Miss Mimi with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason... Oh, so did Morgan get arrested too? We didn't interview her again. Is your mom on this thing? Where's your mom? Pearl? I don't know. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into the Korean village. And that person will be you, Maya. But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And that would happen. What would happen then? The Branch family, my aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's. Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was all so that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. Okay, can I save the game now and be done? I'm done with this. Oh my god, there's more. I want to be done. I want to be done. Okay. My precious Pearl. You are only one suitable to be the master of the Koreans. Maya's been accused of murder every game because of what she did in '86. She did the bite of 87, it's true. You are the only... I sacrificed it all. All for you. I helped that brainlessness carry out her murder. And cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witchless, main family girl. That may affay. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. So why didn't she get arrested? Why didn't she get arrested? We know she was... You know what? The judge is stupid. The judge is a really stupid guy. And here we go. The case Big Gnome has been hyping up. It is the worst thing ever. Can't wait. Can't wait. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been 5 points, and we finally proved Maya to be innocent. Good for us. Good for us. Did I have this fucking thing upside down the whole time? No, okay, it's right. It's right. Okay, good. Good, yeah, okay. Good. She's in a detention cell, my man. Oh, well, it didn't show her in a detention cell. Alright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.